So you're considering performance suspension components for your vehicle. Maybe you want to lower the vehicle to improve its looks by reducing the fender well gap, or simply tune handling and responsiveness. Thankfully, a properly engineered performance suspension upgrade can do both. We wanted to find out how installing different Eibach suspension components affect the vehicle's road manners and sport handling. So we used 4 BMW 328i Coupes as the test platform to compare the original equipment suspension with Eibach's Pro Kit springs, Pro System Plus package, and Multi-Pro R1 coilovers. All 4 cars rode on new 17-inch Goodyear Eagle F1 Asymmetric Max Performance summer tires. The reasonable road manners of the Eagle F1 Asymmetric didn't mask the feedback from the suspension components and provided enough traction to challenge the suspension upgrades out on our test track. Out on the road, the stock BMW suspension does a good job minimizing the bumps without feeling too soft. Road handling can easily be called sporty, but compared to the other 3 cars, it displayed slower steering response and additional body roll around the expressway off-ramps. The car equipped with Pro Kit springs reused the BMW original equipment dampers and anti-roll bars. Coming as a pleasant surprise, the car with the Pro Kit springs rode only slightly firmer than the stock suspension, with a taut feel that didn't punish the driver. They did bring a noticeable improvement in steering response and reduced body roll. It felt as if the 12,000-mile-old OE dampers could not quite control the stiffer spring rate of the Pro Kit springs when driving over certain road surfaces, which created some minor high-frequency undulation felt immediately after encountering larger bumps. The ride wasn't objectionable, but we expect the sensation to get worse over time as the dampers continue to age and wear. The Pro System Plus adds Eibach's Pro dampers and upgraded anti-roll bars to Pro Kit springs for a complete suspension package. Immediately apparent was the absence of the high-frequency undulation we felt in the car with the Pro Kit springs and OE dampers. This underscores the benefit of installing new performance dampers along with the performance lowering springs. Overall ride quality was marginally firmer than the vehicle with Pro Kit springs and BMW dampers, as the stiffer anti-roll bars have some minor influence on ride quality when encountering some single-wheel bumps. The Multi-Pro R1 coilovers easily have the best-looking components of the group. Stainless steel threaded damper bodies with 2.5-inch diameter coil springs look great. Ride height is adjustable, and so are the compression and rebound settings of the integral dampers. We set ride height 1 inch lower than stock, which gave the car an aggressive stance. For the road, we adjusted the dampers to a relatively mild setting of 2 clicks up from full soft. This vehicle displayed minimal body roll and a quick, nimble steering feel. The car felt hunkered down on both smooth and bumpy roads, giving a taut but noticeably firmer ride. For some of our team, this combination felt the way a traditional performance car suspension should. For others, it was just a bit too firm. The beauty of the Multi-Pro R1 coilover system is the driver can fine-tune ride height and damper settings to suit their preference and driving conditions. Out on the track, our team felt at home in the car equipped with the BMW original equipment suspension, but in comparison to the other cars, it felt a little sluggish in the slalom and had noticeably more body roll during cornering. This car displayed its usual gentle understeer, leaning heavily on its outside front tire. The car equipped with Pro Kit springs felt noticeably more nimble, responding almost immediately to driver inputs. Body roll was reduced somewhat too, helping improve the lateral G-forces recorded on the skid pad. Small undulations in our track surface that go virtually unnoticed with the stock suspension could be felt with this combination. The car with the Pro System Plus suspension once again stepped handling up another notch. The upgraded anti-roll bars allowed for quicker transitions and faster cornering speed, eliminating the gentle understeer found in the cars that retained the OE anti-roll bars. Braking traction felt better too, with noticeably less nosedive than the car with the stock suspension. With the Multi-Pro R1 coilovers, we used the adjustability of the dampers to help control body roll and weight transfer during transitions, with the rear dampers set to near full stiff. Front dampers were set 1 click up from full soft, as higher settings caused the front end to chatter over the bumps. At anything less than 10/10ths, the coilover-equipped car felt better than the other 3 suspension combinations. But when driven at maximum speed, this vehicle displayed some gentle understeer. The rear tires felt very well planted during steady-state cornering and the rapid transitions of the slalom. Overall steering response felt as crisp as the car equipped with stiffer Eibach anti-roll bars. But without them, the coilover-equipped car just didn't have quite as much ultimate cornering speed. It's been said that form follows function. Eibach's performance suspension components follow this simple principle: look better while working better. In summary, the BMW original equipment suspension delivers a competent package tuned for the typical road use it will experience. Eibach Pro Kit springs make a great suspension upgrade that looks good too. The Eibach Pro System Plus is a well-engineered suspension system with an excellent balance of handling and ride quality. The Eibach Multi-Pro R1 coilovers provide the aggressive look and the feel of a traditional performance suspension, as well as adjustability to fine-tune the package. As you view our test results, it's important to focus on your priorities and what fits best with how, where, and what you drive. And also be sure to go to TireRack.com for the complete test report and to learn more about the product featured in this test.